either bad timing, a bad decision, or I'm just losing interest. Welcome into the queue, everybody. I am belligerent, and let's get started. It's been a while since I've been here. I partially apologize for that. We had the holidays coming up, which is crazy for everybody. But on top of that, I had a bunch of family in the hospital Christmas week. And then life has just gotten busy, and I've kind of just lacked motivation. And that's kind of, I don't know if it's lack of motivation or loss of interest or what, but that's some of what we're going to talk about today. On this episode, I couldn't possibly tell you what episode we are in because it's been so long since I put an episode out there, but we'll figure it out afterwards. So, we get Worlds done. That's great. And then nothing. I think we had Vis Pro. I didn't pay any attention to that. Tribe won. I don't know really the point of having a Vis Pro right after Worlds. We just determined who the best team was. Why do it all over again? But they did. But then nothing. Just a bunch of teasers, a bunch of videos about 5v5, a lot of talk about 5v5, but I kind of lost interest, I think. I don't know. It's been this really long, obnoxiously long lull in kind of Vainglory news, and this is the first time for me really experiencing that from this perspective, so, being so involved with all of the eSports that I've been in and doing the podcast. And then all of a sudden we hit Worlds and then there's nothing. And on top of that, Vainglory didn't want anything happening. Like, our season with CSL got canceled. Me and the other casters were told that we weren't going to be doing this season because SCMC didn't want any competitive 3v3 going while they were preparing for 5v5. Motherfucker, why? Why wouldn't you want to keep your game in the mainstream and on the forefront of everybody's minds? And this isn't one. This is run by CSL. It's not like it's something SCMC has to really pay attention to, as far as I know. I could be wrong. I don't know, but we just and it's at the worst time too, because AOV hit. And now there's just this big, long space of nothing to do except for watch videos or watch streamers playing 5v5 on this alpha server and sit around on our asses waiting for the early access. Which, by the way, is it really early access anymore? How many people don't have early access? Because they took away all the quote-unquote chance of it. When they put it in boxes, you could buy the package for $20 and get the ticket. Now, I know not everybody can afford the $20 to blow on the game just to get early access for 5v5. A lot of players are younger individuals who, they don't have income unless somebody gives it to them. So I get that not everybody could purchase it, but could there be any more of a mess with this golden ticket thing? I give them a pass on the very first mistake where it was supposed to be 1 in 50. It was actually 1 in 5 chance of getting the golden ticket if you purchased the box with opals. Maybe I partially give them a pass because that's how I got my ticket. But it was right after Worlds, and it was a simple mistake, easy to correct. I haven't been keeping up with Twitter, but I have seen a couple of comments here or there that make me think that there was an additional mistake. There was somebody who said, who they were giving SEMC props for the way they handled it and the way they redeemed themselves with the community. It's just at this point, you might as well just give everybody early access. Sometimes an apology just needs to be enough. It was a mistake. We're sorry. Oops. We're not perfect. Neither are you. Let it go. We messed up. Okay? I mean, whatever. Refund them. I don't know. But now you can just buy a ticket, basically. Which is, I guess it's good for the game because it provides an income source for the company. But this early access golden ticket stuff was supposed to be rare and was supposed to be you had a small chance of getting in and it was going to be something special. And now it just feels like anybody can have it. But we're waiting for this to drop. It's going to drop next Wednesday. 7 days and something hours, I think is what it was. Or maybe it's next Tuesday. I don't know. I might have my days wrong. Yeah, it's next Tuesday because I believe today when I opened the game it said 7 days. But anyways, so we're sitting around and we're just waiting and watching streamers. I haven't watched any streamers play it, but I know that it's happening. Watching FlashX videos about how to play it. But really just nothing from SEMC. Nothing to keep the hype and the momentum that at least I felt like Vainglory had going into Worlds and all this 5v5 hype, and it's just like now it's dead. Maybe it's not dead for everybody. It feels dead for me. Again, I haven't been keeping up with everything. Maybe you have. Maybe, watching all these streamers and getting all these videos and teasers and tutorials and stuff like that has been enough to keep your mouth watering for it. But me, I've honestly been spending a lot of time with Arena of Valor because I want that 5v5 experience. It's something new, and I just think it's been a really bad time for Vainglory to have made the decision to just have nothing going on. Like, I don't understand why you tell everybody not to hold their 3v3 tournaments. Why would you want CSL to not run their 3v3 tournaments, to keep something in the esports arena fresh and in people's mind, let the casters talk about upcoming 5v5, continue some of that hype, but keep all of the, like, esports is how you're getting your grasp, your foothold in all of this, and now it's just sitting around and waiting. And I can't remember the last time that I did that for a game. It had to be sometime back when I was playing console games, and this game is coming out, and you're waiting, and you're waiting, and you're waiting. But to me, that's a little different, right? Maybe it's not. Maybe waiting for a console game, it's a new game, and so is 5v5, but I don't know, it's frustrating. Like, I feel like they had they almost kind of had their foot on the throat of Arena of Valor. They dropped it and believe what you want to believe about they made Arena of Valor panic, and so suddenly Arena of Valor released when they had previously said it was kind of an indefinite hold put on the NA release of Arena of Valor. And like you felt Vainglory just grabbing this momentum and starting to and then it just went away because nothing's happening. Nothing in the Vainglory world is happening. And it's I don't know. Like, I follow a lot of sports, baseball, basketball, football, stuff like that. Not all of them very close, but I know every type of sport has some type of off season, and this is the off season for Vainglory eSports. But I almost feel like it's different, right? It's different than a regular pro sport where people need to like revitalize their bodies and things of that nature. And I don't know. I just feel like esports is not something that can like. I can't remember the last time I didn't hear about something in the world of League of Legends going on, and I don't even play the fucking game. I don't even watch League of Legends esports. I don't know the foggiest thing about League of Legends except for it's a 5v5 MOBA. It's played on a computer, and they have way too many motherfucking items in that shop. That's all I know about it. That's all I know about it. Yeah, I always hear something happening, some tournament, something going on with League of Legends. Maybe they have an off season and I just don't know it. I don't know. But this lull has just, for me, just really kind of destroyed everything. Destroyed all of the hype and the momentum that I was feeling. And I gotta admit, right now, and maybe it's because something is new, and maybe it's because I'm just bored with 3v3, or maybe it's, I don't know, maybe. I'm really feeling more drawn to playing Arena of Valor right now, which is really kind of disappointing for me. in a way, because I thought Vainglory reigned supreme as the game to play. I thought that, if anything, Arena of Valor was going to make more people want to play Vainglory, and just nothing. And I gotta admit, I'm really enjoying Arena of Valor. I've seen some, like, there was an article, I believe, by Excoundrel with Ginks or Jinx, or I don't know how they pronounce their name, but about how Vainglory should consider introducing joystick controls in Vainglory, just to appeal to all those players who like the joystick controls from Arena of Valor. And look, this, I gotta tell you right now, maybe I should have told you in the beginning, this episode might go all over the place. This episode might be kind of long. I might split it up into multiple episodes by the time I'm done. I don't know. It's been a while since I talked to y'all. I got a lot on my mind. So this joystick controls added into Vainglory, like, I understand it. And I saw on Twitter where Pont from Gangstars was kind of arguing with all the people who said they don't want joystick controls added, and basically saying, why not? If it's a choice that you can make, why not? It just enriches the game. And I gotta agree, like, more options is better. That way you can play however you want. I've been thinking about this for weeks since I saw it on Twitter. I just don't know how it works in Vainglory. Like, how can you make joystick controls that are going to work for Celeste's Heliogenesis? Like, the ferocity in which you have to tap, and the speed at which you have to tap, and the precision in which I legitimately don't think Celeste Heliogenesis works with joystick controls. And okay, so you can make the argument, let them have joystick controls if that's what they like, because it's going to put them at a disadvantage. But that's not going to help the game, is it? Is it really going to help the game if you put in joystick controls just to bring in the players that enjoy joystick controls over the tap controls that Vainglory has? But it's not, like, that's what you got to understand about Vainglory, is the abilities are not designed for joystick controls. Back when I was, before my kind of break from all of this, there were some people who were, when we were discussing Arena of Valor versus Vainglory, and I was saying that it felt like Arena of Valor had more variety, there were some people that came back and said, no, it really doesn't, because Arena, like, a lot of the abilities for heroes just feel like the same thing, which in a way is true. It is. I mean, it is true that a lot of the abilities for the heroes on Arena of Valor feel the same. And the reason is because they use joystick controls. They don't have the precision controls that Vainglory has. And therefore, there's only so much you can do, right? Like, you can do an AoE, which is usually some kind of stun or freeze or slow. Or you can do a directional attack, right? Like in a straight line. Or you can do some kind of charge or something like that. That basically boils down to what Arena of Valor abilities are. Okay? Either a straight line or a circle, right? An area of effect. Or some kind of, some variation of the hero charging in a direction. That's all you can do with joystick controls. But one thing that I do have to say about the Arena of Valor controls, which I am now very comfortable with after having spent so much time with it, I actually made it to Platinum for a minute, and solo queue sucks, but I made it to Platinum for a minute. That was fun. I got the little poster picture thing they gave you just to prove it, but I made it to Platinum for a minute, and so I'm very comfortable with the game now, as it took me a while, but one thing that I can say, as far as like playing on a phone, now on a tablet I don't think it matters, but I've been playing on a phone a lot, most specifically because AOV is almost impossible for me to play on a tablet. At least I still like Vainglory better on a tablet than on a phone, but like where Vainglory's abilities are placed for phone use is horrible. It's horrible. Like, it needs to be over to the right by your right thumb like it is in Arena of Valor. Even if you don't have the joystick. Like, I can't tell you how many times I've missed abilities trying to play on my phone in Vainglory multiple times in a row. Because having to cross over from holding a phone like you would hold like a controller, and anybody who plays on a phone knows what I'm talking about, but having to cross over all the way to the center of the screen, like the abilities need to be on the right. Right? Like, I would love to see them like they're supposed to be coming out with the new interface for iPhone X. To be honest, I hope they take some cues from Arena of Valor, because they did a really good job with how they used that extra real estate for iPhone X. But I would like to see like what are those buttons over there? The shop, the scoreboard, the recall, and I think there's one other thing, but I can't remember. But all those little buttons that are currently over in the right-hand corner, I would love to see them show up on the side now with that extra iPhone X real estate. But I think that we need the abilities over on the right-hand side. I do. Not like on the side. Not like if you switch your user interface to for phone and it puts the activatables over on. I hate putting the activatables over on the left-hand side with these big gigantic buttons. Like, oh my, like. I could get with it if it was on the left-hand side and they were as small as they are when you put them on the bottom in Vainglory. But when you put them on the side, like it's supposed to be optimized for the phone controls, oh my God, those buttons are giant. So I can't play that way. But I do think that the abilities for phone usage in Vainglory need to be moved. Like, the way Arena of Valor has them placed is just, for me, it's great. I love it. I love the way that they have it there. I don't like where it is on the phone for Vainglory. That's just my opinion as far as that goes. You know, there was some of that talk going on. But that's really all we've had since Worlds is talk, and articles and videos and teasers and we need something. We really do. It's so like a week can't go by fast enough. So maybe 5v5, and everybody's. That's another episode. Anyway, thanks for listening, everybody. Feels good to be back. I can't promise you that I'm going to be back as often as I was, but we'll see how much I can keep it up. I am belligerent. This was the Q. Peace.